All right, so we are currently at a campground about an hour outside of Little Rock, Arkansas. We actually weren't going to go into Little Rock, but we have a few errands we got to run today. We're actually in this area to explore Hot Springs National Park, which will be next week's video, so you should definitely subscribe and check that one out. But we're going to head into Little Rock. We have like a small tentative plan of like a few things we want to get done today. So we're going to go there now. And as you know, we do have the cats. We don't like to leave the cats for very long. So the plan is to only be gone for about 6 hours today and explore like everything we can in Little Rock and do the hour drive out there and back. Yeah. So we're going to try and see and do everything we can in 6 hours.
So let's start a timer.
Yeah, start the timer now, I guess. Yeah, we're really not kidding. We are going to start a 6-hour timer. So we're heading out now. So we are staying somewhere that isn't a full hookup site. So we don't have sewer. We have water and electric, which is nice. But whenever we leave a place like this, or honestly anywhere, we always turn off our water. Like, we have the cats in there, so I don't trust them not to like hit the faucet or like turn something on, and then that wouldn't be good. So turning the water off is definitely like a tip I have. No matter what, when you leave your RV for the day, just turn it off. You don't want to come back to a flooded rig. Let me tell you what though, we're only an hour outside of Little Rock, but we are out here. We are somewhere. God only knows. All right, so our first stop is this place called the Old Mill. It's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's just like an old historic mill. Now, we are here on a Sunday, so it's going to be hard to get videos without people in them, but it looks pretty cool. And it was established in 1933. Okay, so this is what the old mill looks like. It's actually pretty cool. There's like the mill itself, and then there's like this cool little bridge and everything. It's pretty cool. There's all these like little like whimsical like bridges and like waterfalls, and like there's the mill. It's a pretty cool little spot. We are in the mill. There are a lot of people in the mill with us.
Yeah, but it's cool. You can walk around. And
yeah, you can literally walk around the whole thing. Like, actually, the top doesn't have anyone in it right now, so it's pretty cool. So we're currently in downtown Little Rock, Arkansas. We had to get catfish because they're like known for catfish here. So we're at this place called Flying Fish. We really wanted to go to Lassie's Inn, I think is the name of it. That one had like a really rich history and like the civil rights movement and all kinds of stuff, but it is closed the next 2 days, so we can't go to that one. But this one got like highly rated reviews, and it is more of like a chain, which we have mixed feelings about chains, but this one get like I said, really good reviews, so it should be good, and we're pretty excited. All right, I'm not gonna lie, the vibe of this place is definitely like a 10 out of 10. It is so cool in here. Yeah, we like tartar sauce like to like almost like a, good lord, could it be more full? But we like tartar sauce to like almost like a disgusting level, to the point where like it's actually like unheard of. So I'm glad that we can get as much as we want. So we got the platter that comes with hush puppies, and I don't know what this says about my family, but like I haven't had a hush puppy since I was like a kid. But we used to go to like Long John Silver's when we were a kid. I don't even know if they still exist, but that was like one of our like special occasion places, and I would always get the hush puppies, and they were so good. So I haven't had a hush puppy in probably like 20 something years, so I am beyond excited to try a new one. And Garrett never got to take special trips to Long John Silver's, so he's never had a hush puppy.
Next time we celebrate, we'll go to Long John Silver's.
Yeah, maybe when we hit 5,000 subscribers, we'll go to Long John Silver's.
Celebrate at the Long John Silver's.
I feel like I can't be alone either. These things always scare me. Like, I know restaurants give them out all the time, but whenever they go off, it kind of like gives me a little jolt, and I get scared. And like even the anticipation of it going off is scaring me.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, the good news is we only paid for a 3-piece, but they gave us a 4-piece. But these look so good. We got our little hush puppies, our fries, and then our catfish. All right, he's trying the first bite. All right, this is so good. Honestly, like, I can't eat like this every day, but I'm excited to be eating it right now today. And we haven't even gotten to the hush puppies. Garrett has never even tried one of these yet, so really good. Better than Long John Silver's for sure. All right, we ate this real fast. Like I said, we are on a time constraint. We don't want to be in the city too long because our cats are waiting for us at home and we miss them. But it was really good. Okay, so that place was actually so good. I know I talked about how like I don't always like a chain, but that chain was good and so worth visiting, especially that location, at least like the one in like downtown Little Rock. Super good.
All right, so we only have a couple more hours in the city, and we wanted to grab a beer. Luckily, the beer place we're going to go to is only about a 600-foot walk, so
yeah, literally, it's right down the street.
Yeah, so I think we're good on that.
Yeah, we're going to go there now. All right, so they have like 200 beers on draft. Like the entire thing is all draft beers. But on a Sunday, it's $5 local beers. So obviously we're getting a $5 local beer. It should be no surprise we both got the juicy IPA. Pretty much what we get everywhere. Ugh. How did it fucking... So right next to like the Flying Saucer Brew House, or like Drafthouse, I think it was called, and the Flying Fish Place. We went to a lot of flying places today, but too many flying places, but they were both good. But the Riverfront Park is right here downtown, and we found like a really good parking spot that was free.
All right, so we're trying to get to that, and then there's this
boulder climbing area. So
I don't think you can go down there.
Definitely do it.
All right.
Nobody stopped me. We are going up the bridge. I think we're allowed to be here. Nothing says we can't, so we're walking up the bridge right now. We came up the bridge. It's pretty cool here. It's not very busy right now. There's like one other person on the other side of the bridge.
So I'm not sure, but when I was in that pavilion, I read a sign that said you're not too far from the Little Rock that the city was named after. So
Yeah, it was quite frankly named after like little rocks here.
yeah, and I think it might be those.
Yeah, maybe it's...
I don't know.
Might be those ones.
I think it's those ones.
We're not certain. Okay, so I discovered this is called the Junction Bridge, and it was established in 1884. This is an old bridge. It's super neat though up here. I guess it seems like people are making this into one of those like lock bridges, but these people have like, they had money. They got this personally engraved, but they're everywhere on this bridge.
All right, so we're at the Little Rock Central High School, which played a key role in the civil rights movement, which the Little Rock Nine, which were 9 black students who it was ruled unconstitutional for any state to have segregated schools. So this was one of the first schools that really desegregated schools in the United States.
In 1954, the Supreme Court ruled in Brown versus Board of Education that segregated schools were unconstitutional, and in 1957, Little Rock Central High School became the front line of the civil rights movement, when 9 black students known as the Little Rock Nine bravely integrated into an all-white school with the help of federal troops sent by President Eisenhower. Today, Little Rock Central High School is a National Historic Site run by the National Park Service, where you can walk the grounds to this important place in the civil rights movement. And as always, I'll leave more information in the description below. So to this day, this school is actually still an active school in the area. We would have stayed a little bit longer if the visitor center was open, but we read all the placards that we could read and all the signs and stuff, and walked around the grounds for a while. And I would say it's definitely important to stop here if you visit Little Rock. All right, so we made it back to the trailer with 3 minutes to spare, so it's literally perfect. I think they were a little mad at us that we left, but he's real happy that we're home, so I'm gonna go find Nico now. Oh my goodness! Hi, buddy. There's Dwight. And Nico! Hi, baby! Oh, big stretch. Oh, big yawn, too. Wow. And as usual, as soon as we got home, Dwight pretty much screamed at the front door to go on a walk. But this campground's really nice because, like, no one can be directly next to us and it, like, backs up to woods. So he pretty much just wanders around the campground. He likes to walk on, like, wooden barriers like this. This is his favorite thing in the world. But he is honestly thriving in this place.